Hi Martyn, how are you today?
Yeah, good thanks.
How's the track out there? Is it looking alright?
Yeah, the track seems alright. I think as long as the dust is down and that, it should be alright.
Do you think the wind will settle it down and it's just making sure?
Yeah, I should think, the wind will probably just blow it away like so. But no, yeah, it should be alright today.
So another qualifier for you?
That's it, yeah.
Do you think you're going to make it?
I hope so.
Hope so?
Yeah, just top 12 of us go through, so I just want to make it through.
And how does it look out there in practice? Any competitors out there that you think you've got a good chance against?
Yeah, you've got David Howe. He'll probably be the one to try and beat today, but other than that, hopefully I'll just qualify.
Is that what you're here to do? Just make sure you get through?
Yeah, just to make sure I get through, yeah.
Okay, and then off to Masters?
Yeah, and then go for it there, really.
Yeah?
And hopefully do alright. So hopefully I don't have to qualify for next year.
And how's the bike looking? Have you set it up?
Yeah, bike's alright, I think.
Any changes to it?
Yeah, just a couple of little different things, but other than that, yeah, it should be alright.
Right, we're here with David Howe. How's it going out there, David?
I'm really enjoying it. To be fair, when I came here yesterday, I looked at the track and I always thought Grasstrack was 2 straights and 2 bends, but it's got a few more. But to be honest, I went out there in first practice and first lap I loved it.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're in for a good day's racing.
Yeah, and what do you think your chances are? Is there a lot of competition out there, or?
Yeah, I mean, any rider can beat you in any race, you know, so I just focus on one race at a time, you know. Obviously I'm here, I want to win the meeting. I go into every meeting trying to win, and we'll see what happens at the end of the day.
And obviously if you make it through to the Masters, what are your long-term plans for this year in Grasstrack?
Well, obviously I'm in the World Championship and European qualifiers. I was lucky the ACU seeded me through. I said all along if there was a place on offer and they gave it me, I would happily do the Masters Qualifier, and I didn't ask for a wild card into the Masters or anything like that. Because I came in obviously late last year and it went very well for me. But I'd say out of everything, obviously I want to do well in the European. I think if I can make the European final, which is in England, I've got a good shot. But my main aim this year is to win the Masters. That is one of my big aims, you know. A race against like Andrew Appleton and Glenn Phillips, who we don't see much in England. I want to test myself against them people, and all win to win the Masters was I'd say my main aim.
Okay, and how do you feel the grass track is in comparison to the speedway track?
Obviously it's different, you know, totally different. But, it's an easy switch over, but it's two different disciplines. You know, you ride the bikes different. Obviously, the bikes are different to start with. But I think I'm more suited to a grass bike. I think I'm more suited to grass track. But I think I take all the good points of speedway and bring them onto the grass track. I think a decent speedway rider always makes a good grass track rider. It doesn't always work the opposite way around. So if you've got a good base of your riding style and technique, it helps you on the grass.
Brilliant. Well, we hope to see you on the podium at the end of today.
I hope so too.
Good. So we're here with John and Carl. So John, 22nd year, how does that feel?
I'm only 26, so it's not too bad actually.
Right. Yeah. And how's the track looking out there today? Is it obviously quite dusty, but the wind's settling it down?
Yeah, I think it's the same for everybody. It will work. You've got to work at it. There's no ifs or buts about it. It's an unusual track, something a little bit different for everybody. So I think if you actually ride the track and attack it, you'll be okay.
And have you ridden here before?
No, it's the first time they've had this track.
And how is it different to the other tracks, or would you say it's pretty much a muchness, the same?
They won't like this, but it's not a Masters track. That's the best way I can word it.
And why would you say that?
Normally a qualifier should be a flat, nice field. You know, enjoyable for everybody to go out and race. This is not a racing track, this is a thinking track.
Okay, and any competitors out there, would you say?
All of them. All of them. All you got to do is throw a chain, have a puncture, and you're not going to qualify.
So it depends on the day. So what happens?
Yeah, it's all on the day. Yeah. What would you say is the best, the riders against us, really?
Yeah.
Well, there's a few riders you can pick out and say, well, yeah, they got the motor, they're going to be well up. If you're behind them, you're doing very well.
And how are you, Carl, about today?
Nervous. Yeah, the qualifier is probably, well, for me personally, it's a bigger meeting than the Masters really, because more pressure on it. 11 spaces up for grabs, so yeah, very nervous.
But do you feel that you're going to make it? Is that?
Who knows? Like John said, you've only got to have one bad eat, and that can ruin your day really. But fingers crossed, everything will go okay, and yeah, we'll make it down to Lyddon. So hope so.
Well, I'm sure you will, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Both of you.
Third on.
Gone up 19.5, so we've gone up 3.5 pence. Gone up 3.5 pence.
Here with James and Dave, with right-hand sidecars. How are you feeling about today?
Yeah, at the moment, done a couple of practices, feeling good. The track's nice to ride, but trickier than normal. Got a few twists at the top corner, like it's not just a perfect oval. But yeah, no, going well so far.
And have you done the Masters Qualifier before, or is this your first time?
This is our second time, yeah, we've done it last year. Only been in the sport, this is our third season, so I haven't been in the sport long. So yeah, this is our second qualifier in total.
Okay, and how's the bike going? I've heard you've had some problems with the back end. But
Last year we had problems with the back end, just twisting basically all the time, so we just put a different end on, and so far it's holding up, it's seeming good at the moment. We just got to learn to set the bike up now.
And your competitors, who would you say were the competitors out there today?
It could be anybody's. It's beginning of the season, everybody's up for it, everybody's moved up a peg, and they're all, it could be anybody's. It's hard to say at the moment, but it's interesting.
And how about yourself? How are you finding it today?
Yeah, loving it. It's conditions is nice, nice and dry. Just trying to set it up and hopefully get the best that we can out of it, and just enjoy the day really. And hopefully we have a good one.
Well, I hope to see you on the podium.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Mate.
Here with Mark Baseby, and it's your first qualifier, Mark. How do you feel?
I feel right. No, I'm here today. The sun's out. Should be a pretty interesting meeting. You've got some top boys here, so we'll just treat it as any other meeting.
And obviously you're looking to win, or getting through to the qualifier. And who would you say your main competitors are?
I don't know really. I've not really looked at the programme. I know Dan Berwick's quite competitive, but he's already flopped it in practice. So, but yeah, they're all tough blokes out there, and obviously qualifying's the main thing to do.
You've you're not riding Speedway this year. You've not got a team. Are you trying to push through to Grasstrack? Maybe get out into international?
Yeah, I've had some help with bikes and that from a bike from Mick Potter and that, and we're just finding our feet in Grasstrack at the minute, seeing how things go, and taking one meeting at a time, and maybe we can see what happens and maybe push to go abroad.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you can come along with us, come in.
Just here in the pits with Dan Berwick. How do you feel today, Dan?
I felt alright until I went into the fence.
What happens in practice then? How is it the track? Is it the bike?
I got a bit ambitious with the gearing and wound it up a bit too much. Yeah, and went into the fence.
Okay, and obviously, bike, is it alright?
Yeah, it's fine. Bike's fine, Camilla.
And who would you say your main competitors are today?
It's got to be Mark Baseby. He's on fire at the moment. He's looking fit. He's looking well. He only had 2 beers last night, so he's on top of his game.
So you travelled a long way, and you're doing a lot of speedway as well. How's that going in comparison to Grasstrack?
Well, it's not going well. I fell off Friday night, broke my finger, so that's the end of that, I think.
The end of speedway?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you feel like you're going to retire at this moment, or?
I'm not retiring today. Maybe next week.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Camille.
We're here with Rod and Liam on the right hand side cars. How are you feeling today, Rod? Is it good out there?
Yeah, it's alright, it's different, yeah. 3-cornered track. Never ridden on one before, but we've been out in practice and enjoyed it, yeah, very good.
I mean, apart from the corners, how would you say it's different from the other tracks you've ridden this year?
Smoother. It's a bit of a problem on this corner, it leans off, but it's the same for everybody, so we'll just give it our best shot.
And your best shot, who do you think's your competitors out there, or do you think you've got it in the bag today?
You never can tell. You never can tell. I don't know, they're all good, and I'm riding in strange company today. There's a lot of lads down here I've never even seen before, so I mean, you don't know what they're like. But Colin Blackburn will be up there. There's a few more lads, Goudge brothers, 1 or 2 more. But we should be with them. We should be there with them, hopefully.
And obviously you didn't get a wild card through this year.
No.
And what do you think the reason for that is? Different tracks last year or different engine problems?
Probably because I live in the wrong part of the country. No, I think they're just making me work for it, that's all.
I'm sure you'll get there. I'm sure we'll see you in the finals.
I'll give it the best shot.
And how about you, Liam? How do you find the track is today?
I find it very fast, really. It rides well. It just like it runs off in this corner, which makes it a bit more hard work for me, but we'll just get around it as we do.
It's good. Well, I hope to see you in the final.
Thank you. Cheers.
Riders coming out then for the first race of the day of the 2011 Masters Qualifier, looking for the top 12 solos to go through to the Masters at Lyddon and looking for the top 11 sidecars. Charlie Saunders, David Howe, the man has been absolutely flying in the early weeks of the season. Martyn, Sturgeon, Phillips looked very, very quick in practice, as did John Cox and David Speight. But I think it's going to be David Howe, the man to catch at the moment. He has been the man to catch in the early weeks of this 2011 season. Revving up the end of the first race, they takes quickly up, and where they go is David Howe in a good start. Looks like Charlie Saunders got the back straight in second place. Martyn, Sturgeon starting to work his way to the field. They go in that top corner for the first time, but David Howe's already stolen the march. The front, he comes off that top corner and Martyn, Sturgeon in second, Phillips in third, Charlie Saunders in fourth, Stuart Mears in 5, John Cox in 6. That's the top 6. They go up the back straight on lap number 2, and David Howe absolutely storming away at the front. He really is the man to catch in the early weeks of this 2011 season. He's got race number 1 to his first at the moment. David Howe in the front, Martyn, Sturgeon hanging on to the second place. Phillips in the third, Saunders in 4, Cox in 5, Stuart Mears in 6. Speight in 7, we lost Tim Cohn up there, he pulls on the middle of the track as David Howe rolls into that top corner, increases his lead with every turn of the wheel at the moment, and David Howe takes the lap flag, the man to catch this afternoon from Martyn, Sturgeon, consolidating that second place position. Wide riding Simon Phillips has got the third, with Charlie Saunders getting close in 4, John Cox closing up in 5, Mears in 6, Speight in 7, that's the 7. as we see David Howe is coming out of that final corner. Tremendous stuff there from David Howe. He wins race number 1. Second place is going to be number 15, Sturgeon. Phillips has gone wide. A good ride by Charlie Saunders to pick up the third place. Phillips comes off that last corner. They're followed by John Cox, then Stuart Mears, and finally David Speight. Resultant of race number 1, it's a win for number 21 David Howe, scores 9 points. Second, number 15 Martyn Sturgeon, 7 points. And third, number 25 Charlie Saunders, 6 points. 54 scores 5 points. 611, 4 points. Number 4, 3 points. And 82 scores 2 points. 1 minute 17.5. 1 minute 17.5. Race 2, delete number 99, delete number 26. In place of 26, put in number 92, Paul Whitelam Jr. We move on then to race number 2, Rodney McDonald, Trevor Heath, Dave Mears, Dan Berwick, Josh Dingle and Rodney McDonald. And of course Paul Whitelam Jr., the replacement for James Theobald. The riders then for race number 2. Up and away with race number 2. Looks like Dave Mears making a good start. He's going on the back straight with Rodney McDonald on his shoulder going in to that top corner. That's the top 2. They're racing that top corner for the first time. Dave Mears has stolen the mark to front. McDonald has got that second place. Richard Mears goes wide. Melksham is in 4. Berwick is in 5th place. That's the top 5 with a race at the back straight. One's going to top 3 start and they get away at the front. And Dave Mears being chased hard by Rodney McDonald. Josh Dingle after dreadful start, trying to close the gap. They're in 3rd place. He closed up on McDonald, looking for that second place. And McDonald coming off that top corner. And in turn, McDonald trying to find a way to into Dave Mears. And Mears leading. So McDonald is second. Dingle's on the 3rd. Melksham is in 4th place. That's the top 4. We look at that scrap at the front. And there goes Rodney McDonald around the edge of Dave Mears. But Mears again cuts back up the inside line. Josh Dingle definitely getting closer in 3rd place into the top turn once again. 3 bikes between 1st and 2nd, and Josh Dingle making a big move round the outside. The shoulder comes to the 2nd place. Super right bike. Dingle goes to the 2nd as Mears leading with Dingle in 2nd. McDonald has got the 3rd. Melksham still on 4th with Berwick in 5, and Dingle making a move round the edge of Dave Mears going up the back straight. 40 for more time. 2 bikes between 1st and 2nd. They go into that top corner. Mears on the inside. Josh Dingle also on into Dave Mears. Can he hold the line? Gets the winning ride. 2nd place Dave Mears, 3rd place Rodney McDonald, 4th is Rod Melksham, 5 is Dan Berwick, who's going to coast across the line. He's got problems. 6 of that 5th place Sturgeon there, followed by number 1 Trevor Heath and finally number 92 Paul Whitelam Jr. Resultant of race number 2, a win for 117 Josh Dingle, he gets 9 points. Second, number 19 Dave Mears gets 7 points. And third, number 14 Rodney McDonald, he gets 6 points. 91 scores 5 points. 68 gets 4 points. And 92 scores 3 points. 1 minute 24.5. 1 minute 24.5. Race 3, delete 38 and 33 and 151, and in 87 Dean Hillier in place of 151. Etherington with race number 3 then, going up the back straight for the first time. Looks like Dyfed has got the advantage going into that top corner for the first time. And through into that second place vision of 6 minutes. That's the advantage. John Weekly's got the third, Deacon into 4, Jody Hobson in 5, 6. Going up the back on through into that second place position. Good race going on for third and fourth. They mount that banking up on that top corner. Different Evans lead to be done. Second place to win Scott Preston. Everything is second. Gillian up the third. Weeks off back to 4. Rowland's up to 5. Hobson is in 6. That's the 6. They go up the back straight once again. It's still Dyfed Evans. Clear them. But Scott Cresswell in second now. Cresswell's got to work hard for that second place because Weeks is. They're all in third place, definitely getting close on the shoulder. And Scott Cresswell looking for that second place, which is Evans rated second in the second place, second Cresswell now. Relegate the third. Cresswell gets back inside Hillier. Hillier again sweeps back round the outside. They're closing up on the lead of Dyfed Evans. They go up the back straight. Woodley from the time. It's Evans who leads. Edmund Hillier in second. Cresswell has got the third. Weeks the two abreast coming out of that top corner, 41st place. Hillier making a big move round the outside of Dean. Hillier gets the winning ride. Super ride there by Dean. Hillier beating Dyfed. They're followed by Scott Preston. Then you've got John Beach, England, and finally number 53, Jody Hobson. Race 3 result to win for number 87, Dean Hillier gets 9 points. Second, 111, Dyfed Evans, 7 points. And third, number 200, Scott Cresswell, 6 points. Number 46 gets 5 points. 887 gets 4 points. And 53 gets 3 points. 1 minute 29.9. 1 minute 29.9. Change the result of race number 2. It was 117, 19, 14, 91, 68, 1, and then 92. Race 4, as per programme, just the change of the number for Daniel Winterton will be number 12 and not 22. Where we go then, somebody looping at the start. They does very well to get the front wheel back down as they got the back straight for the first time. And see Daniel Winterton has made the best of starts, trying to work his way through into that top corner. He comes to a stop then. Somebody charging through on the inside. Looks like Mark Simmons lead on the inside of that top corner. Yellow flags, red, yellow, more again on the starting line now. They're racing on the yellow, red flags. Red flags are out. We've got a red flag out this time. Rider down in the starting area. So race 4 stopped in the interest of safety. So obviously race 4 stopped in the interest of safety will be rerun with the exclusion of rider number 24 as the primary cause of the stoppage.
I don't want him more out. He won't be able to. He's got problems. After yesterday,
Back in the line then for race number 4, the second time of asking where they go to. Everybody gets away to a clean break. This time they got the back straight. The first time Mark Simmons making a big move on the inside. Looks like Matt Etherington round the outside. Mark Simmons forced his way on the inside. 2 abreast going into that top corner for the leading position. Goes up into 4th place as Simmons leads them, coming up the back straight. Baseby trying to close the gap. They're in 2nd place. They race into that top turn once again. Simmons leads them. Baseby holding 2nd. Etherington's got the 3rd. Winterton is in 4th place. That's the top 4. Again, they're up together coming off that top corner. Simmons goes by Baseby. Gets away. Baseby on the inside. Simmons round the inside. Etherington has got that 3rd place. Daniel Winton holds the 4th place position, but slowly but surely Mark Baseby's pulling away at the front, and Simmons holding that 2nd place. They're getting away from Etherington in 3rd, with Winterton consolidating in 4th. Mark Baseby in the front, with Mark Simmons to hold that 2nd. Etherington's up the 3rd. Runners in 5, Wrathall in 6. That's the top 6. The leader up the back straight for the final time. Impressive stuff for number 51, Mark Baseby, who's going to pick up the winning ride in this race number 4. Mark Baseby gets the winning ride this time. Second place goes to Mark Simmons. Third place. 5 and 6 close across the line together. With Mark and Wrathall, and they're followed by 177. Race 4 result. First across the line, number 51, Mark Baseby. Second, number 5, Mark Simmons. And third, number 35, Matt Etherington. Then 12, 125, 29, and 177. The riders scored by the points. If you look in the little box, the riders, well, you'll see the box. Mark Baseby scores 9, rider number 51. Rider number 5 scores 7. Rider 35 scores 6. Number 12 scores 5. 125 scores 4. 29 scores 3. And 177 scores 2 points. 1 minute 22.9 the winning time. 1 minute 22.9. We move on then to race number 5, first heat of the big chairs. Revving up on the line, the west version. Chairs 1 out, 6 left at the line now, the leader come by. Got the 2nd, Hilo has got the 3rd. Fumarola is in 4th place, and Joe Mock got the place. The line to go down the back straight. Front for John Hiscock holding that 2nd place position, and Colin Blackburn really impressive form of the opening weeks of the season. 1 at Collier Street, 1 at Worcester as well. Blackburn leads at the end, but Hiscock has got the 2nd. Owen has got the 3rd. Fumarola in 4th. Smith is in 5. Martyn is in 6. That's the 6. They go down the back straight once again, and Colin Blackburn really stolen the march in front of Carl Pugh in the chair. Then he's the leader. John Hiscock holds that 2nd. Neil Owen desperately trying to close the gap in 3rd as they come on to complete that lap. Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh, the clear lead. So John Hiscock and Carl Bell in 2nd. Neil Owen, Wayne, Rick Hodgson, then trying to close the gap on John Hiscock coming out of that top corner. Neil Owen getting very close to John Hiscock, going down the back straight, a bite between 2nd and 3rd. Colin Blackburn's got it completely sewn up at the front, but still a good race going on for 2nd and 3rd place. It's still John Hiscock hanging on to that 2nd place. Neil Owen cuts it back up the inside to try and come inside. John Hiscock coming out of that 5th corner. On to 4 they go. The main interest still for 2nd and 3rd places. Colin Blackburn is well in front. Hiscock on the inside line. Neil Owen trying to get right round the outside of that top corner. Comes along John Hiscock. Hiscock comes again back up the inside. Super action between these two as they go to the back straight once again. Neil Owen again back round the outside of John Hiscock. John Hiscock comes back up the inside. They're locked together. Coming out of that bottom corner. Colin Blackburn gets the winning ride. 2nd place goes to Neil Owen. Super ride by Neil Owen. 3rd place John Hiscock. 4th is Matt Fumarola. Craig Smith's going to pick up position number 5, and Joe Mogg in 6th place. Race number 5, first heat of the big chairs, won by number 25, Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. Second, number 12, Neil Owen and Wayne Rickard. And third, 184, John Hiscock and Carl Bell. Then 5, 22 and 98. Colin Blackburn, number 25, scores 7 points. Number 12, Neil Owen, 5 points. 184, John Hiscock, 4 points. Number 5, Matt Fumarola, 3 points. 22, Craig Smith, 2 points. And number 98, Joe Mogg, 1 point. 1 minute 41.4. 1 minute 41.4. So race 6, Richard Thomas, Trevor and Andy Colvin, Andy Gribble, step fly. Interesting to watch step fly with Mark Cosser in the chair this afternoon, Fred Skinner and Mark Warren of the 6 outfits for race number 6. Revving up then away with race number 6. Looks like Richard Thomas has made a super start from the middle of the grid. It's Richard Thomas doesn't race too often these days. He's still on the march. Andy Gribble has got the second. Looks like Mark Warren has gone through into that third place. But Richard Thomas has got away in the front with Jason Barry in the chair. Andy Gribble holds on to that second place position. Mark Warren has got the third spot. That's the top 3. They power their way into that pitch corner on the opening lap for the second heat of the big chairs. It's Richard Thomas, well clear at the front, won this qualifier, of course, at Pickering 2 seasons ago. He's leader then from Gribble, who's got the second, Warren has got the third, Step Fly is in 4, Colvin's in 5, Fred Skinner in 6, that's the 6, they go in the back straight once again then. And here's Richard Thomas, who's still in a march at the front then, from Gribble holding that second, he's coming under pressure now for that second place is Andy Gribble, somebody making a big move to try and pick up that second place position there as Richard Thomas leads, completing that one. It's still Andy Gribble has got the second, Coleman, Mark Warren definitely getting closer in third, close the gap on Andy Gribble, Gribble again pulls away, coming off that top end. And the clear leader then is Richard Thomas, well clear at the front then, it's still the Gribble control there in second, Warren desperately trying to close the gap in third. Step Fly is in 4th place, that's the top 4 crews in this race number 6. On to 4 they go then, Richard Thomas clear at the front then, from Gribble holding second place position, it's still Warren. Fred Skinner in 6th place, that's the 6th, and Colvin almost inside Step Fly on the entry to that top corner. The main action for 4th and 5th places as Richard Thomas is going to pick up the winning ride now in race number 6. Richard Thomas gets the winning ride. 2nd place goes to Andy Gribble. 3rd place Mark Warren. 4th Step Fly. 5 Trevor Colvin. And 6, Fred Skinner. Race 6 result to win for number 60, Richard Thomas and Jason Barry. Second, number 3, Andy Gribble and Ben Schofield. And third, 306, Mark Warren, Emily Coughlin. 30, 991 and 228. The point. Number 60, Richard Thomas scored 7 points. Number 3, Andy Gribble, 5 points. 306 Mark Warren, 4 points. 30 Step Fly, 3 points. 991 Trevor and Andy Colvin, 2 points. And 228 Fred Skinner, 1 point. 1 minute 40.07. 1 minute 40.07. Race 7, John Stafford will be number 81. Revving up on the line then for race number 7, another heat of the big chairs. And who's going to make the start? Paul Johnson's made the start. Rob Winterburn's got away there in 2nd place. Phil Simmons has got the 3rd. Turner's in 4th place. Paul Johnson stolen the march to the front. Rob Winterburn off the sprint back to the back straight on the opening lap. But Paul Johnson has stolen the march to front. He's got quite a big lead going down the back straight. It's still Rob Winterburn who holds that 2nd place position. Joe Trowan has got the 3rd place. That's the top 3. Phil Simmons now drops back to 4th. as Paul Johnson on the inside line. Rod Winterburn taking a much wide line, but Johnson has the advantage then, but Winterburn's holding that second. Truin has got the third. Simmons is in 4. It's Stafford in 5. That's the top 5. They go to the back straight once again. Rod Winterburn's really made some ground up there on Paul Johnson going down the back straight. They roar into that pits corner once again. Look at the speed of Rod Winterburn going round the outside of that pits corner. Paul Johnson holding the inside line. Winterburn's have gone wide. They now cut back for the inside run, but Johnson holds with Babe, and Winterburn's in second. It's still Truin who has got the third place position. Good Stafford number 4, the 5th. No Simply takes that 4. John Stafford is in 5. Terry Prynne is in 6, that's the 6. We look at the front again, it's still Paul Johnson, clear of Rod Winterburn, holding the second spot into the pits corner. They go on lap number 3. And again, the order the same. Paul Johnson really tight. Rod Winterburn goes for drive round the outside, but can't close the gap on Johnson. They go into the top corner once again. It's still Truin hanging on to that third place. Dim now consolidating 4. Stafford is in 5. Prynne in 6 as leader. That leader is Paul Johnson down the back straight for the one more time. They go in the pits corner on lap number 4 in race number 7. Coming out of that final corner, it's Paul Johnson that gets the winning ride. Second place goes to Rod Winterburn. Third place is number 26, Joe Truin. 4th is going to be Phil Sims. 5th, John Stafford. And 6th, Terry Prynne. Race 7 result is a win for number 7, Paul Johnson and Kevin Woodley. Second, number 48, Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown. And third, number 26, Joe Truin and Duncan Patton. 8, 81 and 14. The points, number 7 scores 7 points. 48 scores 5 points. 26 gets 4 points. Number 8, 3 points. 81, 2 points. And 14 scores 1 point. 1 minute 41.4. 1 minute 41.4. Pete and Steve Colvin will be number 991, not 199. On the line then for race number 8, the final leg of the first leg of the 1,000 sidecars. Everybody gets away to a clean break, a pretty equal break. Who's got the advantage to come by? It's the first on the Goudge brothers have hit the front. Simon Healer has gone for the second. Matt Taylor has taken the third. Snowman is in 4th place. That's the top 4. They go in the back straight once again then. And the Goudge have stolen the march up front. They're clear going in the back straight for the first time. Good race going on for the second and third place. Looks like Matt Taylor trying to find a way through to get that second place. Been Simon Healer. These two locked together going into that pitch corner for the first time. It's Goudge who have the advantage then. So Matt Taylor holding that second. Simon Hill trying to get back round the outside to retake it. Clive Stone has got the third. It's Colvin's in 5th place. That's the top 5 of the race there. And the back straight once again then. It is the Goudge lads who've got away at the front, and Matt Tyrrell holding that second place position. These two clear going into that pits corner once again. Leader is still the Goudge brothers, completing lap number 2 then, with Matt Tyrrell holding that second spot. But racing on for third and fourth is still Simon Heal in third, and there goes Clive Stoneman up to the 4th and looking for that 3rd place. Colvin drops back to 5th. Clive Stoneman looking for that 3rd place of Simon Heal. That's the main action now, but 3rd and 4th places. 1st and 2nd look to be settled as Goudge is clear at the front, and Matt Tyrrell grimly hanging on to that 2nd place. Coming out of that pits corner and on to start the last lap then, it's Goudge is clear at the front, and Tyrrell holding 2nd place. Healer's got the 3rd, but Stoneman in 4th. Colvin's in 5. Oh, and problems there. Problems there. We've got an official. We need the ambulance on the track immediately, please. Red flags, red flags, red flags. We need red flags. We need red flags.
Right, yeah.
So riders coming into line then for the start of the second leg of the solos. Race number 9, David Howe, impressive winner. First to make Mark Baseby won his opening ride. Away with a clean break, and David Howe absolutely flies out of the stars like Mark Baseby. The rider has gone within. Rob Melksham has gone through into that third place. Somebody's completely missed the star, has gone through into third place. It comes to a stop and two riders go battling through there, 3 abreast for third, fourth and fifth place. David Howe is Baser's got that third place. Charlie Saunders in 4, Rod Melksham is in 5, Heath in 6, that's a 6 for David Howe again, has stolen the march. At the front is clear, going up the back straight once again from Prynne holding that second. Baseby has got that third place position. So Saunders in 4, Melksham in 5, coming up that top corner. David Howe well in control, impressive on the first man. Looks like picking up maximum points here, bringing up the second Baseby. Getting close in third, Baseby on the inside, Prynne moves around the outside, Baseby. Trying to get inside, Prynne to move through in the second place for Prynne. Holds that second place, Baseby again trying to find a way through as they go up the back straight once again. But David Howe well in control of the front, and Prynne holding that second place, he's got the third. Off the 4 they go then, Howe the clear leader for a wide one. The top roll on the inside, Baseby. Flags around the corner, right down. The win for number 21, David Howe. Second, 125, Jason Prynne. And third, number 51, Mark Baseby. Fourth, number 25. And fifth, number 91. And the points as follows. 21 scores 9 points. 125, 7 points. 51, 6 points. 25, 5 points. And 91, 4 points. There will be no time for that race. Where they go, somebody looping out of the start. There does get the front wheel back. There looks like Dave Rowlands that looped up the start. He's got the top corner for the first on 3 abreast going in to that top corner on race number 10. Dave Mears, I can see, is holding that. Oh, and Dave Mears drops it into the rider. Another rider is down the top corner. 2 riders down. Boy, I think we need red flags. Red flags immediately, please. Red flags immediately. Up and revving away then with rider down at the start again of race number 10. Do we have the racing continue? The rider down by the starter now. They go in the top corner for the first time as Dave Mears leads them going into that top corner. Red flag again, red flag for race 10. Rider down. Red flag is down. Can we have that blue Vauxhall moved immediately, please? WL07 NFG. Can you move it immediately, please? Thank you. So this is race number 11. We're on to race number 11. Simon Phillips, Tim Kernock, Dan Berwick, Josh Dingle, Dyfed Evans, Scott Cresswell, Daniel Winterton and Martyn Wrathall, the riders for race number 11. Up and running then with race number 11, and Rodney just leaving the start there. We've got Rodney down the racing. Continuing at the moment, we go to the top corner and see Daniel Winterton holding that third place. They go into the top then. Dyfed Evans is holding the second place. We'll pick the lead out as they come by for the first time then. Number 29, Martyn Wrathall leads. Dyfed Evans in second. Daniel Winterton's got the third. Simon Phillips is in fourth place. Scott Cresswell is in five. That's the top five. As they got the back straight once again, Daniel Winterton goes from the inside to move through into second place. Racing into that top corner, Wrathall leads then from Winterton holding second, Dyfed Evans in third, now coming under pressure, then Simon Phillips that third place, Phillips making a big move around the outside of that top corner, Wrathall leads, Winterton holding second, Evans in third, Phillips is in fourth, Cresswell in five, that's the top five, as they go up the back straight once again. Josh Dingle, it was who dropped at the start there, desperately bad luck on young Josh Dingle, winner first to make, doesn't get any points into this run. It's still Wrathall leads going into that top corner on lap number 3. Problems for Dan Berwick just coasting across the line. Holding second, Evans has got the third. Phillips is in fourth, Cresswell in five. That's still the five, just the five runners left in this race number 11. They go up the back straight once again. Winterton getting a little bit close to Wrathall. They're halfway up the back straight on lap number 4 into that top corner for the final time. Martyn Wrathall could pick up in crucial points here in race number 11. It's Martyn Wrathall that gets the winning ride. Second place goes to Daniel Winterton. Third place is Dyfed Evans. Fourth is Simon Phillips. Fifth place, Scott Cresswell. Race 11 then, won by number 29, Martyn Wrathall. Second, number 12, Daniel Winterton. And third, 111, Dyfed Evans. Fourth, number 54. And fifth, number 200. The points. Rider number 29 gets 9 points. Number 12 gets 7 points. 111, 6 points. 54, 5 points. 200, 4 points. 1 minute 29.2. 1 minute 29.2, the winning time. We now go back to race number 10, which will be rerun with the exclusion of 887 Dave Rowlands, the primary cause of the stoppage. Where they go, we just got the 5 runners this, they got the back straight for the first time. Dave Mears has made the best of starts. He tucks himself into 4th place, leader going into that top corner. Big sword head going on that top corner. We'll pick them out as they come into view, coming off that bank in 4th. Martyn Sturgeon leads, Matt Etherington in second, Adam Filmer's in third, Dave Mears in 4th, Stuart Mears in 5. That's the 5 as they go off the back straight once again then. Racing into that top corner and building a good lead at the front. It's still 4th place is Dave Mears. They sort themselves out again coming off that top corner. 16 Martyn Sturgeon in the front, Matt Etherington holding in the second, Adam Filmer in third, Dave 4th, Stuart Mears in 5. Martyn Sturgeon, a clear leader going up the back straight once again. Etherington holds that second place. He took a long look behind him. Filmer's got the third. Dave Mears making a big move. Now they go through into that 3rd place position, coming off that top corner and on the start. Not stop this time then. It's Sturgeon with a clear lead then. But Etherington holding that second place. Mears is now moved up to 3rd. Filmer drops back to 4th. Stuart Mears is in 5th place. That's the 5. They climb the banking for the final time in twice restarted race number 10. Important points come the way of Martyn Sturgeon. He leads on that top corner for the final time. Pretty well spread out now in race number 10. It's Martyn Sturgeon that gets the winning ride. Second place is Matt Etherington. 3rd place Dave Mears. 4th place Adam Filmer. 5th place it's number 4 Stuart Mears. Race 10 result to win for number 15, Martyn Sturgeon. Second, number 35, Matt Etherington. And third, number 19, Dave Mears. Fourth, number 24. And fifth, number 4. The points. Number 15 scores 9 points. 35 scores 7 points. 19 gets 6 points. 24 gets 5 points. And number 4 scores 4 points. We move on then to race number 12 with Paul Whitelam replacing James Theobald, Dean Hillier replacing Rob Meyer. Revving up on the line then for race number 12. Everybody gets to where they all climb out of that area. See Rodney McDonald holds that second place. Looks like Mark Simmons making a big move on the outside. Rodney McDonald now goes through into second place. That's the top two. They climb the banking for the first time. Mark Simmons trying to hold the inside line. Drifts off the corner. Goes wide. Rodney McDonald trying to get through on the inside. Simmons leads. McDonald in second. Top the first place in 4. Hillier is in 5. Sheridan in 6. Thompson in 7. That's the 7 with Paul Whitelam Jr. in 8th place, going up the back straight once again. It's still Mark Simmons, the Plymouth Speedway rider, with a good lead, and they're coming under pressure for that lead. They make their way off that top corner once again. The bank station and the wide line, wide line there, taken by Rodney McDonald, but he can't. He's closing up in second. Thompson's up to third. Hillier is in 4th. Speight in 5. Whitelam's up to 7. Jody Hodgson drops back to 8th place. It's not the 8 runners this time, and still the leader is Mark Simmons then. Well clear coming off the banking for the third time, looking to get through to winning point to the place of the car. He's still the leader then. So McDonald holding that second place. John Cox now coming under back third place. It's Dean Hillier who won it first, and in second, and the 8th of John Cox. John Cox goes back up the inside to retake third place. Hillier again squeaks round the outside of that fifth corner, move back to the third place. Good action for the forward. Simmons leads into that top corner for the follow time. McDonald still holds that second. Hillier gone to the third. Cox now relegated to the 4th. As Mark Simmons gets the winning ride. Second is Rodney McDonald. Third place goes to Dean Hillier. 4th John Cox. 5 David Speight. 6 Mike Sherritt. 7th Jody Hodgson. David Speight's got machine problems upon that top corner. Race 12 was won by number 5 Mark Simmons. Second number 14 Rodney McDonald. And third number 87 Dean Hillier. Fourth was 611. Fifth number 82. 6th 177. And 7th number 53. And the points as follows. Rider number 5 scored 9 points. Number 14 got 7 points. 87 scored 6. 611 got 5. 82 got 4. 177 scored 3. And 53 scored 2 points. 1 minute 26.08. 1 minute 26.08. We move on then to race 13, the start of the second leg of the big chairs. Colin Blackburn winning first time out, Richard Thomas winning first time out, Paul Johnson also won his opening ride, Matt Tyrrell got a second place, the Goudges won their opening ride, so something's got to give him what should be a cracker. 30 looking down at the start. Richard Thomas has made a good start from gate number 2, but it's Paul Johnson's got up too far. Goudges go with it into second place. Richard Thomas has got the third. Colin Blackburn is in 4th place. That's the top 4. They climb the bank for the first time, and Thomas gone round the edge. So Richard Thomas to go through into second place. Looks like Goudges picked up second place, and is that Colin Blackburn starting to drop back for the field as Paul Johnson leads into the pits corner for the first time. It's Johnson leads it. The Goudges in hot pursuit in second place. Richard Thomas trying to get through on the inside of the Goudge brothers then. Two locked together for second and third. As Johnson leads it. Goudges go wide. Richard Thomas puts all his experience to play to go through into that second place. Richard Goudges trying to come back round the outside. They get back round Richard Thomas. Thomas comes again back up the inside. As Johnson's getting away the front, Thomas holds on the second. Goudges again making a big move round the outside of that pits corner. It's Matt Tyrrell gone through into 4th place. Tyrrell is in 4, Colin Blackmore is in 5, number 14 holds at 6th place, Terry Prynne is in 6th place. Down the back straight they go once again. Paul Johnson looking at him. 2 in the heat. The big shed getting away from Richard Thomas. Winterton is now pulling away from the Goudge brothers, desperately trying to improve upon that 3rd place position. Then Thomas in 2nd. Goudge have got the 3rd. Tyrrell is in 4. Blackburn is in 5. Paul Johnson coming out of this race, number 13, 3 unbeaten rollers were into race 13. Paul Johnson is going to be the one to make it 2-2 in the opening each of the 1000cc sidecars. Johnson leads coming out of that final corner, and it's Paul Johnson winning race number 13. 2nd place goes to Richard Thomas. The Goudge brothers picks up the 3rd. Matt Tyrrell is in 4. Colin Blackburn in 5, and Terry Prynne in 6th place. Race 3rd is on. The win for number 7, Paul Johnson and Kevin Woodley. 2nd, number 60, Richard Thomas and Jason Barry. And 3rd, number 11, James and Dave Goudge. 4th, number 69. 5th, number 25. And 6th, number 14. The points. Number 7 scored 7 points. 60 got 5 points. 11, 4 points. 69, 3 points, 25, 2 points, and 14, 1 point. 1 minute 42.7, 1 minute 42.7. Revving up and away then with race number 14. There's someone riders left on the line. Bit of a ragged start there for that one as it comes by. It's Mark Warren on it for the first time. Colvins have gone through into 2nd place. Craig Smith, 3rd. John Thorpe is in 4. That's the top 4. And it's Matt Fumarola completely missed the start. He's got it all to do at the back then. As they go in the back straight for the first time, it's Mark Warren with a clear lead already going into that pits corner on the opening lap. Racing into that pits corner, number 306. Mark Warren had a good 3rd place first when he's a race to the Colvins are picking up that 2nd place position. Warren leads it for the Colvins holding 2nd and complete the opening lap. We look back then and see Craig Smith, who has got the 3rd place, and John Stafford in 4. Matt Fumarola already up to 5th. It's John Thorpe dropping back to 6th place. Down the back straight, there you go once again there. Warren has the advantage. Leading into that pits corner. Colvins getting a little bit closer there in 2nd place. They dive into that pits corner once again. Both taking the same racing line coming out of that pits corner. Warren leads it. Then Colvins holding the 2nd place position. It's still Smith who's got the 3rd. Stafford in 4. Fumarola is in 5 with Thorpe in 6. That's the order. They go to the back straight now. A little bit spread out in race number 14. But Mark Warren and Emily Coughlin, they're well clear at the front then. In this 14th heat of this Masters Qualifier, Colvins have got that 2nd place position. Quite a gap back to Craig Smith, grimly hanging on to that 3rd with Stafford in 4. Fumarola can't improve upon the 5th place. At last that flag goes out then for Mark Warren and Emily Coughlin. They're the leaders then. Colvins getting a little bit close in 2nd. Smith has got the 3rd. Stafford in 4. Fumarola in 5. Thorpe in 6. Leader down the back straight, 40 follow time in race number 14. Exiting the pits corner, important points from the way of number 306. Mark Warren, he gets the winning ride. 2nd place of the Colvins in 2nd place. 3rd place goes to Craig Smith. 4th, John Stafford. 5, Matt Fumarola. And 6th place, John Thorpe. Race 14, Winterton, Warren, Emily Coughlin. 2nd, 991, Trevor and Andy Colvin. And 3rd, number 22, Craig Smith and Brett Edge. 4th, number 81. 5th, number 5. And 6th, 362. And the points. 7 points for 306. 5 points for 991. 4 points for number 22, 3 points for 81, 2 points for number 5, and 1 point for 362. 1 minute 45.2 the winning time. 1 minute 45.2 winning time. So move on to race 15, Joe Mars, John Hiscock, Andy Gribble, Fred Skinner, Joe Trewin and Clive Stoneman, the 6 outfits for race number 15. Who's going to make the crucial start? They come by for the first time. It's red flags are out, red flags are out. Obviously problems at the start there for race 15, red flags are out. Revving up on the line then for the restart of race number 15. They get away this time just to 5 outfits. And it's John Hiscock making a cracking start. Clive Stoneman goes with him. And so does Andy Gribble. And so is number 26, Joe Trewin, and 3 abreast the second place going in that top corner for the first time. Somebody making a big move around the outside to go through into third place. It's John Hiscock and his Legion and the back straight for the first time. And Clive Stoneman's gone through into that third place position. Trewin is hanging second place. He's chasing after John Hiscock now as they come and complete the opening lap. Hiscock leads him and Trewin second place position. Stoneman has got the third. Gribble is in fourth. 5, that's the 5. The race into that top 2 once again. Go through and getting very close to John Hiscock, but John Hiscock is very quick coming off the bank and then going down that back straight. Trewin again is quick on the entry to that pits corner. He closing the gap again on John Hiscock, about 3 bikes between these two as they go into the pits corner once again. John Hiscock holding the inside line. Joe Trewin trying to find a way through on the inside. Hiscock just about holding it back, 2 bikes between these two again as they go into the top corner. Stoneman has got the third. Gribble is in 4, Skinner in 5, and Joe Trewin has gone through on the inside of John Hiscock. Hiscock trying to come back round the outside, gets back round the outside, they're locked together, going down the back straight. Joe Trewin on the inside, retakes the lead, they enter that pits corner. Once again, Trewin leads him and Hiscock in second. Stoneman gets closer in third. Coming on to start lap 4 this time then, it's Trewin who leads him and Hiscock holding the second, and wide riding Stoneman has got the third with Gribble in 4, Skinner in 5 at that top corner once again. Good ride by Joe Trewin, he's had to come through to the back to get the victory in this race number 15. He's well clear going to the back straight for the final time, and Stoneman's definitely getting close to Hiscock in that race for second and third, and Stoneman's alongside Hiscock now as they go in the pits corner for the final time. It's Joe Trewin going to pick up the winning ride, desperately tight for second and third, and Stoneman's got round the edge of Hiscock to come through to get the second place. Stoneman gets second, Hiscock picks up the third, Gribble is in 4, and Fred Skinner in 5th place. Race 15 result, to win for number 26, Joe Trewin and Duncan Patton. Second, number 57, Clive Stoneman and Roland Broomfield. And third, 184, John Hiscock and Carl Bell. Fourth, number 3. And fifth, number 228. The points. Rider number 26 gets 7 points. 57 scores 5 points. 184 gets 4 points. Number 3 scores 3 points. And 228 scores 2 points. 1 minute 45.5. 1 minute 45.5 the winning time. Race 16, Neil Owen, Steph Bly, Phil Sims, Rod Winterburn, Simon Heel and Pete and Steve Colvin. Coming into line then for race number 16. Everybody gets away then for race number 16. And it's Neil Owen making a good start from the grid. That Phil Sims has made the best start. Rob Winterburn making a big move around the outside. Winterburn gets round Neil Owen. Winterburn leads going on that top corner. Neil Owen's gone for the second. Phil Sims has got the third. Looks like could have lost that third place. They go down the back straight for the first time. They're 2 abreast. The third and fourth places. Winterburn leads for Neil Owen, trying to close the gap in second place. Winterburn on the inside, Neil Owen goes wide, cuts it back for the inside run, but Winterburn's on the side advantage then. For Neil Owen holding that second place position. Simon Heel's gone through the third, Phil Sims in fourth, Jeff Flying is in 5, that's the top 5. Neil Owen having to go at Winterburn again on the exit from that top corner. but Winterburn's very quick going down that back straight. He pulls away there from Neil Owen into the pits corner once again. Winterburn's right in the inside line. What will Neil Owen try this time? He's trying to find a way through on the inside, but Rod Winterburn's very quick coming out of that pits corner. He's cleared then, but Owen holding that second. Healer's got the third. Blythe are in 4. Phillips in 5. Auburn in 6. That's the 6 they go down the back straight once again. The gap between first and second remains. Pretty well put out now in race number 16 as they go down the back straight. 40 one more time, including Heath in the second round of the 1000cc sidecars. It's number 48, Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown that pick up the winning ride. Neil Owen and Wayne Rickards get the second place position. Third place is Simon Heel. Fourth is Steph Fly. Fifth place, the Colvins go through into fifth, Phil Sims in sixth place. Race 16 result then. The win for number 48, Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown. Second number 12, Neil Owen and Wayne Rickard. And third number 16, Simon Heel and Terry Madley. Fourth, number 30. Fifth, number 99. And sixth, number 8. And the points. Number 48 scores 7 points. Number 12 scores 5 points. 16 scores 4 points. 30 scores 3 points. 99 scores 2 points. And number 8 scores 1 point. 1 minute 41.2. 1 minute 41.2. So race 17 have had their sighting lap for race number 17 then.
I would, wow, if it was mine, I would get that one put back on and not move the other one. No. Yeah, that's what Harry said. No, I don't.
Martyn Sturgeon, impressive winner first tonight. Charlie Saunders needs a good ride this time. Dyfed Evans has been in the thick of the action. Dean Hillier's had a couple of good rides, as has Daniel Winterton. Intriguing race number 17. Looks like Dyfed Evans who leads him going up the back straight for the first time. Daniel Winterton's gone through into third place. Looks like Martyn first time. It is Dyfed Evans picking his way out of that race. Wide and clever ride by Martyn Sturgeon. He can go through. On the corner, gets tremendous drive coming out of the corner, pulling away then, but Daniel Winter's now gone through in the third. Will he get always second now, just got in 5, we're down to 5 rodders now as they go up the back straight once again. Sturgeon's really getting away at the front, then Winterton slowing up, going up that back. He closed the gap on the second place rider. They're at the top turn once again. There's like 2 consecutive wins coming up then for Martyn Sturgeon. He lost that flag B May ready then for ride number 15. Still Winterton holds that second. Has to get close in third. Saunders in 4. If he gets close in 5, Charlie Saunders coming under pressure in that 4th place position. Daniel Winterton sliding out of that one. Gets drive coming out of the and that race. Martyn Sturgeon gets the winning ride. Hillier to come to the third. Charlie Saunders in 5th place. Race 17 result. Win for number 15, Martyn Sturgeon. Second number 12, Daniel Winterton. And third number 87, Dean Hillier. Fourth number 111. And fifth number 25. The points. Rider 15 scores 9 points. Number 12, 7 points. 87, 6 points. 111, 5 points. And 25, 4 points. 1 minute 32.3. 1 minute 32.3. Race 18, 21, 4, 1, 68, 887, 235 and 29. David Howe on beat at the present moment. He raced in race number 18. Where we go then with race number 18, we're looking at David Howe. The first will be just beaten out the gate this afternoon. He's in the lead. Halfway up that back straight, looks like Matt Etherington hanging on to that second place position. Stuart Mears has gone through into third. Big sorted again for third place on that top corner. And rolling down on the top corner, and David Howe is the leader then. Matt Etherington holding that second place. It's Wrathall gone to the third. Mears is in fourth. Roland is in 5. Heath in 6. The largest family he's back in 6th place now. But David Howe, the clear leader, going into that top corner. He's clear going in, coming off that top then, looking to make it 3 to 3 in the heat of the solo. David Howe, he's come through Stephen Ryder. A wide riding Matt Etherington hangs on to that second place position. Still not Wrathall has got the third. Just second place in 4. Dave Rowland is in 5. He's in 6 laps in 7. That's the 7th there. Wrathall completes that lap, but David Howe about to complete the next lap. That's the advantage over team first and last place. David Howe leads them on to 4 then, and a wide riding Etherington hanging on to that second. Stuart Mears is now dropped back to 4. Scott Trevor leading Etherington from the third, and Mears is 4th, Rowland is 5, Heath is 6, Wrathall gets a little bit closer in 7th, so it's David Howe looking to make it 3. David Howe again gets the winning ride. We're looking at Matt Etherington to pick up the second place position. Etherington gets the second. 3, Scott Trevor. 4, Stuart Mears. 5, Roland. 6, Martyn Wrathall. Race 18, win for number 21, David Howe. Second, number 35, Matt Etherington. And third, number 200, Scott Cresswell. Fourth, number 4. Fifth, 887. Sixth, number 29. And seventh, number 1. And the point, 21 scores 9. 35 gets 7. 200 gets 6. Away we go then with the next heat, race number 19. We come back to the points for race 18. They go up the back straight for the first time. Sort themselves out going to that top corner. It could well be picking up that leading rider coming off that top corner. Goes through the second, but Josh Dingle's gone through on into David Speight to go through in the second place, and McDonald leads him up the back straight for the first time, but Dingle holding second. Speight has got the third place position. Problems there for Jason Prynne while holding the third place position, but Rodney McDonald is the race leader on that top corner for the hard charging. Josh Dingle's gone through into that second place. McDonald leads him, and Dingle holding that second place. Speight has got the third. This was the 54 trying to close the gap there. Simon Phillips trying to close the gap, and Simon Phillips does get thrown inside and rotted down on that bottom corner. Josh Dingle has dropped. That could be disaster for Josh Dingle. He won his own ride. He's not scored in his second, and he's not scored in his third one as well. Taking big finger down that bottom corner as Rodney McDonald's cleared the front end. So David Speight, the lone ride holding that second place. In fact, it's not so David Speight from the 54. Phillips has gone through. We've lost David Speight on that lap as well. So it's Wrathall who's now gone through into third place, followed by 177 Mike Sherritt. So they're pretty well all over the track. The 4 riders left in this very eventful race number 19. As Rodney McDonald it is who gets the winning ride. Second place is number 54 Simon Phillips. Third, number 91 Rod Melksham. And fourth, number 177. Race 19, who wins number 40, Rodney McDonald. Second, number 54, Simon Phillips. And third, number 91, Rod Melksham. Fourth, number 177. The points, 14 scores 9. 54 scores 7. 91 scores 6, and 177 scores 5. The winning time 1 minute 28 exactly. 1 minute 28 exactly. It's for race 18. 21 scores 9. 35 scores 7. 200 gets 6. Number 4 scores 5. 887 scores 4 points. 29 scores 3 points. And number 1 scores 2 points. 1 minute 24.0. The third round of the 500 looks straight for the first time. Rod on his shoulder there going into that top corner. Mark Simmons now drops back to second place and just about hanging on to that second place position. The top manager for Mark Simmons, who holds the second. David Johnson in third. Silver is in 4. White numbers in 5. Hodgson in 6. That's the 6. They go to back straight once again, and Dave Mears putting all his experience to play, building a big lead going up that back straight. Mark Simmons still grimly hanging on to that second. Baseby has got the third. Filmer is in 4. That's the top. Was they pair their way off that top corner? Simmons holds a second. Look behind him to see Baseby getting closer in third. Filmer has got the 4. White numbers in 5. Hodgson in 6. And they go up the back straight once again then. Clear going into that top corner. Simmons holds that second and coming under pressure now for that second place position as Dave Mears leads on to lap 4. Instead of Mark Simmons holding that second place. The Baseby trying to improve upon that third with Filmer in 4, Whiteman in 5, Hodgson in 6. That's number 6 runners as Dave Mears up the back straight for the final time in number 20. Still Mark Simmons in second. Baseby hanging on to that third, so crucial points coming away of number 19, Dave Mears in race. Second place is Mark Simmons. Third place Mark Baseby. Fourth is Adam Filmer. Fifth is going to be Paul White Jr. Sixth place, Jody Hodgson. Race 20 result win for number 19, Dave Mears. Second, number 5, Mark Simmons. And third, number 51, Mark Baseby. Fourth, number 24. Fifth, number 92. And sixth, number 53. And the points. Rider 19 scores 9 points. Rider number 5, 7 points. Rider number 51, 6 points. Rider number 24, 5 points. Number 92 scores 4 points. And 53 scores 3 points. 1 minute 29.5. 1 minute 29.5. And we go then to race 21, the start of the third leg of the big chairs. Colin Blackburn, Trevor and Andy Colvin, John Stafford, Phil Sims, James and Dave Goudge, and Clive Stoneman.
Well, this guy pretty good, isn't it? Eh?
So the start of the third leg of the big chairs then. Blackburn winning the 5th place, needs a point. Seguja going pretty well on the stuff. And Seguja make the start. Clive Stoneman's there with him, as is John Sutton. And I think for the first time, it's the Goudge lead going down the back straight once again. Goudge's have the advantage. Back straight stuff is now second position going into the score for a start. Goudge's taking a wide line, in second place, taking the inside line. It is Colin, I did misread the numbers, it's Colin Blackburn in fact, who is on his own machine. Eight positions, but Stoneman's got the third. Stafford is in 4, Phil Sims in 5, Corbin's in 6, they go to the back 6. Goudge have the advantage of really being hunted down now by Colin Blackburn. He's hit up the ground there in second place. They go into the pits corner once again. Goudge, then Colin Blackburn. Goudge go wide. Colin Blackburn takes so much tries the line, almost turned inside. Oh! Colin Blackmore's lost his passenger coming out of that bottom corner. Strowman just about getting by his passenger. Yellow flags are out, red flags are out, red flags are out, red flags are out. Colin Blackmore and Howe and Naff coming on the, just about not onto it. Then from that course, very nasty injury about 18 months ago. Let's hope he's not too seriously damaged in race number 21. Where we got in with race number 22, another heat of the big chairs, Frantic revving on the line, away they go. It looks like Mark Warren's made a good start, about 4 abreast they come by as the first, Andy Gribble in second, and John Hitchcock making a big move around the outside. Simon Hill slips on the inside to go through into second place, and it's Mark Warren leads in the back straight for the first time. And Simon Hill holding on to second place position. Top two is a Terran pit corner for the first time. Mark Warren winner last time out, looking pretty impressive now in race number 22. Easily to taking a real wide line. Simon Hill taking a much tighter line, holding that second place. Andy Gribble using every inch of track in third. Number 14, Terry Prynne is in fourth place. John Hitchcock way back in sixth place at the moment as they go to the back straight once again. Clear going down that back straight is Mark Warren has stolen a march up. Then he rolls into the pits corner once again. Still Simon Hill. Second place, Mark Warren round the outside. Simon Hill again. Real. Terry Prynne is in fourth place. Race 25. John Hitchcock in sixth. They go down the back straight once again. Still Simon Hill in second. Equal distance between the six as they go in the pits corner on lap number 3. So important points coming up. Race number 22, he lost that flag. Coughlin, they're clear of the Simon Heath. A good job, hang on. Can Andy Gribble go through the third? Fifth in 5. Hiscock is in 6th. The leader down the back straight, halfway down that back straight on lap number 4 in race number 22. Into the pits corner he goes for the final time. Looks like a second winning ride of the afternoon coming up for number 306, Mark Warren and Emily Coughlin. Simon Hill gets the second place. Third place, Andy Gribble. Fourth is number 14, Terry Prynne. 5, Craig Smith. And 6th place, John Hiscock. Race 22 result to win for number 306, Mark Warren and Emily Coughlin. Second, number 16, Simon Hill and Terry Madley. And third, number 3, Andy Gribble and Ben Schofield. Fourth, number 14. Fifth, number 22. And 6th, 184. And the points. 306 scored 7 points. Number 16, 5 points. Number 3, 4 points. 14 got 3 points, 22 scored 2 points, and 184 scored 1 point. 1 minute 48.3. 1 minute 48.3. They go back now to race number 21, with number 25 excluded from race number 21. So back to the rerun of race number 21. So 5 outfits are having on the line then for the restart of race number 21. They all get away this time. And 4 abreast they come by for the first time. The Goudge have just got the advantage of Phil Sims in second place. John Sabbath Johnson in third. Clyde Stones is in 4. Colvins are in 5. But Goudge have stolen the march to the front. They go down the back straight for the first time. They were in front when the race was. They're back at the front again this time as they race. It's that pit on lap number 1. Looks like Clive Stoneman gone through into the second place position. Coming out of that pits corner, can put in lap number 1, and the Goudges have the advantage from Clive Stoneman holding that second place. Has got position. Simmons has dropped back to number 5. That's the lead of the Goudge brothers, well clear, going into that pits corner once again. Still Clive Stoneman hanging on second. Colvin's having their best run of the afternoon so far. They move through into the third place position. Goudge is clear up the second. Colvin's have got the third. Now into fourth. Simmons dropped between the 5. They go to the back straight once again. This could be 2 wins out of 3 heats before the James and Dave Goudge. They enter the pits corner on lap number 3. Increased on it all the time over Clive Stoneman and Roland Bloomfield will hold that second place position. Colvin's have still got third. That's that flag out then for Goudge. Is outfit number 11. Stoneman in second. Colvin's in third with Stafford in fourth. Phil Simmons dropping right back in fifth now. The Goudge is down the back straight for the final time. James and Dave Goudge going to win race number 21. Enter the pits corner for the final time. Take a long look over their shoulder coming out of that final corner. The Goudges win race number 21. Second is Clive Stoneman. Third place on the Colvins. Fourth, John Stafford. And fifth, Phil Simmons. Race 21 restart, won by number 11, James and Dave Goudge. Second, number 57, Clive Stoneman and Roland Broomfield. And third, number 99, Trevor and Andy Colvin. Fourth, number 81. Fifth, number 8. And the points. Number 11 scores 7 points. 57 scores 5 points. 99, 4 points. 81 scores 3 points, and number 8 scores 2 points. 1 minute 46.6.